Hey, man, you won't believe what happened last night. My home caught fire.
Whoa, seriously? Are you okay? What happened?
Yeah, it was insane. I was just chilling on the couch, watching TV, and then I started smelling something weird. Next thing I knew, there were flames everywhere.
That's terrifying. How did you manage to get out?
Luckily, I was near the front door when I noticed the smoke. I grabbed my phone and ran out. The fire spread so quickly, it was like something out of a movie.
I can't even imagine. Are you and your family all right?
Yeah, we're all okay, thankfully. But the house is pretty much a wreck. We lost a lot of our belongings.
I'm so sorry to hear that. How did the fire start?
We're not entirely sure yet. The investigators are looking into it, but it might have been an electrical issue. It's just devastating.
I can't believe this happened to you. What are you going to do now?
Well, we're staying with some friends for the time being. We'll have to figure out the insurance situation and see if we can rebuild. It's going to be a long process.
That's a tough situation. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thanks, man. Right now, we're just trying to process everything and take it one step at a time. It's hard, though.
I bet. Losing your home and belongings must be incredibly difficult. Do you have any support or resources to help you through this?
Yeah, friends and family have been really supportive. The community is also pitching in with donations and offers of help. It's humbling to see how people come together in times like this.
It's times like these that you realize how important community and support are. If there's anything specific you need, don't hesitate to ask.
By the way, they just updated us on the cause of the fire.
Oh, really? What did they find out?
It turns out it was a faulty wiring issue. Something went wrong with the electrical system, and that's what sparked the fire.
That's crazy. I can't believe something like that could happen. Was it something you were aware of before, or did it just happen out of the blue?
We had noticed some electrical glitches recently, like flickering lights and tripped breakers, but we never thought it would lead to something this catastrophic.
It's so scary how these things can escalate. Have they given you any advice on how to prevent it in the future?
Yeah, the investigators suggested getting regular electrical inspections and addressing any issues immediately. Apparently, preventive maintenance could have caught this before it became a major problem.
Good to know. I guess it's one of those things we tend to overlook until something like this happens. How are you feeling about the whole situation now that you know the cause?
It's a mix of emotions, you know? On one hand, we have some closure knowing it wasn't something deliberate or avoidable. On the other hand, it's tough to accept that it all came down to an electrical malfunction.
Yes, it's a tough pill to swallow. But at least now, you can focus on rebuilding without the uncertainty hanging over you.
Yeah, exactly. We're planning to consult with an electrician for our temporary living situation and when we start rebuilding. Can't afford to take any chances.
That's a wise decision. Safety first, always. So, have you had a chance to talk to your insurance company about the damages?
Yeah, we've started the process, but it's a bit overwhelming. They sent an adjuster to assess the damages, and we're waiting for their final report.
Dealing with insurance can be a hassle, but it's crucial in situations like this. What's the outlook so far? Do you think they'll cover most of the damages?
It's hard to say at this point. We had a decent insurance policy, but you never really know until they complete the assessment. We're keeping our fingers crossed that it will help us get back on our feet.
I hope they come through for you. Have they given you any estimate on how long the process might take?
They mentioned it could take a few weeks for the assessment and then additional time to process the claim. It's a waiting game, and it's tough not knowing exactly when we'll have a clearer picture.
Patience is key, I suppose. In the meantime, are there any immediate needs or expenses that you're struggling with, like temporary housing or essentials?
Thankfully, our friends have been really supportive. We're staying with them for now, and they've helped us with some essentials. It's a relief to have a support system during times like these.
Community support can make a significant difference. If there's anything specific you need, whether it's financial assistance or help with finding resources, just tell me.
I can count on you, my friend. By the way, we got some issue with the insurance company.
I'm really sorry to hear that you're facing more challenges with the insurance company. What's been going on?
Yeah, it's been a bit frustrating. The initial assessment was done, and we thought things were moving forward. But now, the insurance company is raising some questions about the cause of the fire.
That sounds perplexing. I thought they determined it was an electrical issue.
Exactly. The investigators already confirmed it, but the insurance company is being cautious and, it seems, trying to avoid compensating us. They're questioning the maintenance and wiring history of the house.
That's incredibly frustrating, especially when you're dealing with the aftermath of a disaster. Have you considered getting a lawyer involved to ensure you're treated fairly?
We're definitely thinking about it. It just feels like we're being dragged through hoops when all we want is to rebuild our lives. It's disheartening, to say the least.
I can imagine. Legal help might be the way to go, ensuring they don't take advantage of the situation. Do you have any recommendations for a good attorney specializing in insurance claims?
Not yet, but we're actively looking into it. If you happen to come across any recommendations or advice, it would be greatly appreciated.
I'll keep an eye out for you. In the meantime, have you tried escalating the issue within the insurance company? Sometimes, getting in touch with a higher authority can expedite the process.
We've been in contact with our claims adjuster, but I think it might be time to escalate things. It's just frustrating when you feel like you're not being heard or understood.
I totally get that. It's your right to receive the compensation you deserve, especially when it's been determined that the fire was due to a faulty electrical system. Keep pushing for your rights, and don't let them take advantage of the situation.
It's been a real struggle. We escalated the matter, but unfortunately, the insurance company has decided not to take responsibility. They claim that the fire was due to pre-existing conditions and not covered by our policy.
That's outrageous. How can they just dismiss a confirmed electrical issue as a pre-existing condition? Have they provided any evidence or documentation to support their decision?
It's just baffling. They've cited some vague language in the policy and are questioning the maintenance history of the house, which is ridiculous. We're consulting with a lawyer now to understand our options.
I'm so sorry you're going through this. Legal help is definitely the right move. What does your lawyer say about the chances of disputing their decision?
Our lawyer is optimistic, given the clear evidence of the electrical malfunction. They're preparing to challenge the insurance company's decision, but it's likely to be a lengthy and challenging process.
Hang in there. It's frustrating to see how insurance companies sometimes try to avoid their responsibilities. Is there anything I can do to help during this legal battle?
Right now, we're focusing on gathering any additional documentation and information that might strengthen our case. If you come across any resources or information that could be relevant, please share it with us.
I'll keep my eyes open. It's disheartening to see you face such hurdles after everything you've been through. Keep me updated on how the legal proceedings go, and if there's anything specific I can do to assist, don't hesitate to ask.
I really appreciate your concern and willingness to help. It's a tough road ahead, but with support from friends like you and a strong legal representation, we hope to get through this and finally start rebuilding.
You've got a strong spirit, and I believe you'll overcome this challenge. If there's anything I can do, or if you just need someone to talk to during this process, I'm here for you. Stay strong.